Hey there guys, I'm back to another video. Today I will be giving you a list of games to go and purchase this holiday season. Now these games could be for yourself, your friends, or even a family member. Now disclaimer, I have not played every single game on this list. These are just my personal recommendations for you guys and just from past experience, from just watching a friend play it or just watching someone else play it on YouTube or reading up an article on it. So these are just my personal recommendations on what you should buy this holiday season. The systems that I will be going over is the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Wii U, and 3DS. So without further ado, let's begin with the PlayStation 4 lineup. My first recommendation for PS4 is Until Dawn. This is a survival horror interactive drama. Acting like a horror movie with all of the tropes being present, this is a match made in heaven for any horror genre fan. I haven't played the game myself since I'm a wuss when it comes to the horror stuff, but I have seen the game unfold by many YouTubers and streamers, and just watching the story tell itself is just beautiful. I haven't picked the game up yet because I already know what's going to happen at almost every single point within the game. If you own a PS4 and love horror stuff, pick this game up. You'll love what this game does to the genre. Even if you haven't played a survival horror game, try to pick it up on the cheap, I would say. This is a game that you won't want to miss. The next game is the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection, including all 3 PS3 titles onto the PS4 collection, an action-adventure mixed in with some third-person shooting. The story from start to finish on all of these games just keeps you entertained. I played all of these games on my PS3 and I loved every single moment, especially in the second and third installments. All 3 of these games are fantastic, and the upgrading graphics really help you appreciate what these games do. To anyone that has not yet experienced an Uncharted game, this is definitely where you should start. Even if you're not really into action adventures, I would say still give it a shot with this collection. There's a reason why this series is loved by many gamers across the community. Another remaster that made its way onto the PlayStation 4 is God of War 3. This is arguably one of the best God of War games out of all of them. It's a hack and slash with mythology elements mixed in. It's a unique series on the PlayStation consoles, but a good one at that. Playing the game for the first time on my PS3 made me realize how great this franchise actually is. The differences between the PS3 and PS4 versions is that the PS4 version has moved up to 1080p and 60 FPS. Same applies here. If you have not yet experienced this game, pick it up on PS4. It truly is one of the best God of War games. My final game for the PlayStation 4 is Rocket League. Also released on PC and soon on the Xbox One, Rocket League is a soccer game, but instead of people, there are cars. The concept may sound simple, but once you play the game, it does get a bit tricky. This is definitely a case of easy to pick up and hard to master. The controls for Rocket League is pretty self-explanatory, but handling the car and being able to do all of these fancy tricks will be the next challenge. The reason why I love Rocket League is because I get a sense of accomplishment. Scoring the ball into the goal or blocking it from getting into your own goal, I feel good about myself. It's something that I don't normally feel when playing other games. It may sound weird, I know, but it's something that you really need to experience. Rocket League really is a game that is best enjoyed with friends. Highly recommended to anyone that likes having fun with their friends. Now moving on to the Xbox One, this year was the year for Xbox, I believe. So many exclusives came out for this console, especially within this later half of the year. The first game is the Gears of War collection, including all 4 Gears of War games previously released on the 360, now remastered in 1080p and 60 FPS. I love all of the Gears of War games, even Judgment. They brought a lot of enjoyment for myself in my early Xbox 360 days. This game is definitely something to be enjoyed with a couple of friends. The story mode isn't that bad either. I got really invested into the story, especially when the 3rd game was going to come out. Gears of War had a great single player and also has a great multiplayer that'll keep you entertained for years to come. Hopefully. Xbox managed to get themselves a timed exclusive with Rise of the Tomb Raider. Coming to PS4 next year, Rise of the Tomb Raider is undoubtedly one of the best games released this year. An overall upgrade from the reboot, Rise of the Tomb Raider gives us more Tomb Raider action, more fun and enjoyment to be had within this title. From what I've heard, this is a definite must-buy to anyone that owns an Xbox One. When I played Tomb Raider 2013, it was on PC and I had a lot of fun. It resembled a lot of aspects from Uncharted, but nevertheless, I enjoyed myself. If the game is just as good as people are saying, I cannot wait for this game to come out next year on PS4. The final game that really did catch my attention for Xbox One is Halo 5. The reveal trailer got me so hyped and excited. Having so much fun with Halo 4, I expected a lot coming out of 343 Industries. The result, I would say, left a lot to be desired. The story was decently weak from what I've heard. The only major redeeming factor is the online, which I'm not interested in because of Xbox Live. If you're a person that really likes playing the multiplayer mode in Halo, get this game for Christmas. I expect a lot of new players heading onto the servers. If you're a person like me and just likes playing Halo for the story, don't pick it up or wait for the price to drop. Or just pick it up right now and actually see how good the story is, because I've actually heard some people say it was okay. Moving on to the Wii U, there were so many great games released this year. First up is Super Mario Maker. Do you like playing 2D Mario? Or better yet, do you like creating 2D Mario levels? Super Mario Maker gives the players the ability to create their own levels along with playing those created levels online. The amount of content that's already on here is amazing. I played it at Nintendo's offices earlier this year within New York City, and I said that this game had a lot of potential on the creativity front, and I was right. The levels could be a piece of cake or something reminiscent of Kaizo Mario. Yoshi finally made a comeback onto the home consoles with Yoshi's Woolly World. It's an excellent platformer with bright colors and visuals. I did a full-length review on it, so if you guys want to see my full impressions on the game, be sure to check it out on my channel. Despite my sort of negative review earlier this year, I would still recommend Mario Party 10 under certain conditions. If you're in dire need for a party game on the Wii U, I think Mario Party 10 might be your go-to. The only reason I gave it so much negativity back then is because of the new Mario Party formula that Nintendo is trying to emulate. Personally, I think Bowser Party is fine since it adds an additional player and actually feels like a different game almost. The regular Mario Party mode is still mad because everyone is still in that dumb cart and they have to go and sit in there and not, move around the board freely on their own. Still, I believe that this is a good game under the conditions that you need a 5th player on the Wii U. Next is the game that took the best multiplayer/shooter award at the Video Game Awards the other night, Splatoon. You're a bunch of squid kids running around trying to use your aim to complete an objective depending on the mode you pick. This game caught me by surprise, to be honest. I never thought it would be a Wii U game that would succeed to the extent that it did. With the free updates coming in once in a while, it kept players engaged and wanting to come back. Personally, I've only played the demo at my local Best Buy, but I do plan on picking this game up in January or somewhere around there. I'm really in no rush to pick this game up. But with the majority consensus being this is a must-own Wii U title, you might want to go and pick this game up for anyone that owns a Wii U. My final recommendation for the Wii U is Xenoblade Chronicles X. The sequel to Xenoblade Chronicles, it was only released yesterday. Already, there is so much positive press around the game. Some saying that this is the best Wii U game yet, and I don't even know what else to even say about that. The initial announcement of the game had me already knowing that this game was going to be freaking amazing. The predecessor being fan-freaking-tastic already on the Wii, and now moving on to the Wii U with better technology, it should be a better game overall, right? Fans of RPGs should definitely take a look into this game. The 3DS had a few notable titles this year, including Zelda Majora's Mask 3D, Zelda Triforce Heroes, and Box Boy. Majora's Mask 3D is something that Zelda fans have been waiting since the release of Ocarina of Time 3D. The result of Majora's Mask 3D was an overall success. It allowed new players like myself play Majora's Mask for the first time, and even though I'm not really done with it yet, I'm still having a lot of fun with the title. Triforce Heroes kind of slipped under the rug in terms of video game releases. It's not bad from what I've been hearing, it's just a better experience with 2 other friends. I'm not sure if my friends would be interested in playing this game with me, but I guess I'll find out when I upload this video. Box Boy is a 3DS eShop title that was developed by HAL Laboratory. It's a puzzle game that's really fun, surprisingly. The only reason I purchased this game is because it was developed by HAL. Any fan of the puzzle genre should definitely check this game out. The rest of the titles that I'm about to mention are multi-platform, meaning that they were released on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. quick summary of the 3 games I recommend you buy this holiday season is Mad Max, Fallout 4, and Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain. Fans of the Metal Gear series have already bought this game, but if you haven't already, you might want to go pick it up now because this is the conclusion to this long-running series. Fallout 4 had a lot of hype around it, and it ended up being really successful. Mad Max was a title that I was anticipating, but ended up not buying it because I expected the price to drop significantly, which it did. Fans of open-world action-adventure games should definitely check out Mad Max and Fallout 4. The very last title on this list is Batman Arkham Knight, the final game in the trilogy of Arkham games. The game seems to be really disappointing in terms of the gameplay and story. The story was lackluster from my understanding, and people thought that the Batmobile was not utilized fully. Personally, I had a lot of fun with this title. Granted, I'm not exactly done with it yet, and I'm not exactly a hardcore Batman fan at all. I found the story to be really interesting, and maybe it's because I didn't even get further within the story. Maybe it gets worse. I'm not exactly sure. The utilization of the Batmobile, I could definitely see not being used fully, but then again, I'm not exactly done with the game yet. But this is still a fun title that I definitely recommend you purchase this holiday season. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys like the video, be sure to go and hit that like button and subscribe for new videos every Saturday. If you guys want to see updates by me, be sure to follow me on your favorite social media, Facebook or Twitter. And if you guys want to, you can go and check out more videos on my channel. And I think that is about it. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time with more videos. Game on, gamers!